Today we're going to be working on making sure that the information in our Redux gets persisted. Even if we reload, it's still going to remain there. So we're going to be working on a couple of things. First one, for us to do that, we need to install a library called Redux Persist. Redux Persist. Let's also use this opportunity to install React Toast file, because right now, if a user has an issue when they are logging in or signing up, then they don't get any notification. They literally don't know what's going on. They just keep on clicking on the button and you don't really know why nothing is happening. All right. So we have that too. So I'm just going to get started. Let's go. For us to work on this feature, we're going to add something to clear the account. All right. So I'm going to start by duplicating this, and I'm going to call this reset account. And the payload is going to say state.user wants to know. So it's going to reset it. All right, that's fine. So what we want to do now is let's go to store and then let's work on the main functionality. The first thing we want to do is that we want to create a persist configuration, and that is going to have everything that has been suggested to us except the storage. So we want the storage to come from Redux persist lib storage, that's library. All right, next thing we want to do is that we want to combine all the reducers together. All right, so const root reducer, and we're going to say that should be equal to combine reducers, and we're just going to take all the reducers we have at this point and put them here, and this is where we're going to be adding our reducers subsequently. And next thing we want to do is that we want to persist all the reducers. So const persisted reducers is equal to the root reducer and persist reducer configuration. Where is this persist reducer coming from? It's going to come from Redux persist that we just created. All right. Then the reducer in our configuration for store is going to be the persisted reducers. One more thing to do here before we leave is we're going to export a persistor. All right. Export a persistor, and that persistor is going to be persistor. It's going to come from persist Redux, like Redux persist. All right. So that is it. First step, create a configuration for persist, combine all the reducers, then call the persist reducer, and then take the configuration and the root reducer, and then what we're then going to configure is now the persisted reducer. Export the persistor also. Now let's go to app.js, because we need to wrap everything we have just done around the entire app. It's going to come inside the store itself. Please take note of that. And what are we calling? We're going to say persist gate. All right, that's coming from Redux persist also. The loading, we can set a state to control what the loading is going to be like, depending on what is happening. And then also the persistor. The persistor should be coming from the store. All right, should be coming from the store. And that's all for there. Let's just close this. That up, simple and short. All right, now to test this, if I go back here, because I've logged in before, if I reload this, our information may come back because it's somewhere and it just came back. All right, so let's test this by playing the Redux and manually logging in again. I hope this works this time around. So let's go to login form, and outside forming, I'm just going to add a button I'm going to take away. All right, button, I'll click, and what's going to happen? I'll click, we're going to say reset account. Actually, dispatch reset account, dispatch reset account, and that should be coming from where we have this, except we did not export that. So reset account, and let's go back here, pick out something. Yeah, it should suggest that now. All right, so reset Redux. So every time we click on that button, it should actually reset. So right now we have this here. Let's click and see. All right, that didn't work. Sorry, let's quickly check out what the issue is. Reset account. Are you not working? So at least, okay, let's reload this. I don't know. Yeah, that's showing up there right now. And you see it's null. So if I reload this, see that information shouldn't be there. It's now null. So let's log in and see if our information gets persisted. So Amelia at example.com 12345 ABC. Log in, and you see that user was automatically filled in. All right, with the information. And if I reload this, that user should still be there. All right, that user should still be there waving at us. All right, cool. Now if I reset this and reload, then that user shouldn't be there, because now I've sent a direct information to Redux saying, please clear the user for us. All right, that's fine. Let's quickly set up the Toastify this time around. I think it's not really complex to set it up. All we have to do is to go to our roots folder, copy this, just take this like this. Actually, take both of them. And let's go back to our front end, app_js, import this here, import this here. And then all we have to do is to call the toast container here. That's all. Like, where are we going to call this? Let's just call it here. Let's say here. It should work actually. Yeah, we don't need this. All right, so let's go to login, and let's call this on success. So toast, we have toastify there, dot success. And what should the success be? Logged in successfully. Suggested correctly. All right, so now let's try to log in again. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to say Amelia 12345 ABC. I'm going to click on login, log this successfully, and of a truth, if we go to our user, that information is there waiting for us. So all we have to do here is to also toast dot error, toast dot error, and let's just take this. All right, so that means if I come here and I put like a wrong password or something like that, it should tell me incorrect email or password. So you see, if we don't have any of those information, or it doesn't come this way, we can just say something went wrong. And that should be it for this video. I hope you understand what we have done so far. I'm taking this out. All right, that's all for this video. Bye guys.